Lesson 1A DQCsys Client Configuration Introduction. DQCsys Client Introduction. DQCsys Client is used to extract history data recorded by the DQCsys operator. Extracted data is analyzed and then presented in very intuitive format. It uses powerful filters to get the data that you need. It has ability to save extracted data in Microsoft Excel format. It has ability to generate HTML reports that then can be saved as PDF. PDF printer is required for that function. DQCsys Client and DQCsys Operator. As mentioned earlier, DQCsys Client is used to extract, analyze, and view history data recorded by DQCsys Operator. DQCsys Client gets the data from SQL Server. Therefore, it does not need DQCsys Operator software running to extract or analyze the data. It extracts DQCsys Operator configuration directly from SQL Server. Single DQCsys Client will function with all DQCsys Operator stations regardless of individual station configuration. Each DQCsys operator station may have unique process and recipe configuration used. Single DQCsys Client will automatically configure itself to work with data recorded by all DQCsys operator stations. In Lesson 1B, DQCsys Client will be configured to extract data for 7 DQCsys operator stations. DQCsys Operator Station 1 and 2 uses single SQL Server to save the data. Station 3 through 7 use their own SQL servers to save the data. All DQCsys stations are remote to the DQCsys Client. They are connected through Ethernet network, and all stations are on the same subnet. All DQCsys operator stations use DQC Tester to generate test data. DQCsys Client Configuration Requirements. DQCsys Client needs network path for each SQL server. If DQCsys Client is on the same subnet as SQL Server, then the network path is computer name /server instance. If DQCsys Client is not on the same subnet as SQL Server, then the network path is computer IP address /server instance. DQCsys Client also needs SQL Server username and password. Please refer to DQCsys Operator Lesson 2 to see how to configure SQL Server username and password. Remote SQL Server information. In Lesson 1B, we will use the following server network paths. SQL Server 1 network path is DQCsys-1 /SQL Express, and SQL Server 6 network path is DQCsys-6 /SQL Express. The difference in the address for each server is that the digit after dash is 1 through 6. To connect to SQL Server, we need SQL Server user login name and password. In this lesson, for all servers, we will use the following. User login name will be client, and user login password will be DQCsys Client. Please see Lesson 1B to continue with DQCsys Client configuration.